Alright, well, before this song is done, I would like just to have a quick shout out to Jakar, because I told John I would give him a shout out, and well, yeah, I would. Jakar have been good fellas to me and mine, and I remember the first battle I ever fought beside them. L10, we were defending against Amy and friends, and we were sitting on a nice little castle. Me, Hero, and a bunch of other folk were chilling there with like 50 other Chinese and Italians, and we rolled them. We rolled the fuck out of them. We murdered them, pushed them all the way back to their base, and all the loot that fell that day. Oh, that was a good time. That was my first ever fight with the Drakkar, I believe. Best one I've ever had. Best one I've ever had. Who is this person? Other player. I don't. I have. Okay, he's on our side. New restaurant? No good. Okay. But yeah. So, here we go. Oh, sorry. It's on my phone because reasons. 1 second. Sorry guys. Real sorry guys. Okay. Can I like put it right there and then like it not fall? That'd be great. Um. Yeah. Oh, how the Badonians marched time and time again to take Ryzani land. I know, and oh, how proud they were. How arrogant they felt when their blades cut down Ryzani after Ryzani. Battle after battle, after years of war, after years of oppression, through determination and bloodshed, Ryzan stood free once more. After so many years, grudges had been laid to rest. Ryzan saw Sardonia as friends. Yet again they were betrayed. Once again Macedonia marched across the border. This time Ryzan was ready. They hired soldiers from all across the world. So Bardonia backed off and claimed Ryzan would need to attack them instead. Even after they were the aggressors, they told them with a pointed finger, come at us, we'll go at you. So Ryzan lowered their swords, and peace returned. And so for 2 months there was peace, minus the scheming, lies, and betrayal that are so usual in Seltor. And then once again, Badonia crossed the border without warning and attacked the city of Torsograd. I fought there my very self. The fighting was hard and fierce. Both soldiers' sides died in droves. They died in the ganks, they died on the walls, they died in the trenches, and the screams were hard to bear. But at the end of the day, the flag of Ryzan stood proudly over the city. I saw it wave as I fled for my life, with Ryzani on my tail. I was one of the few bards left in that damn city. And yeah, I ran for my very life that night. After the dead were counted and buried, Geo, the Lord of Ryzan, offered the bards a deal for peace. It was accepted and it was accepted for a million a meaningless council seat and a non-aggression pact. But then they coup their government, like as the bards do when they lose. The new government said white peace or no peace at all. And then they told Geo if he so wished to attack them, he would have to do so on their own terms. Then Geo laughed and said, bet. Um, okay, now we're gonna now we're gonna go to New Drastrock. 1 second, let me just go find the chords. 1 second, guys. Excuse the interruption. 3, 3, 4, 5. let's just like get there first, and then I will keep singing. And so Geo rallied men all across Rathnear this time for a push. This time he swore he would have the bards on their necks with his sword right there. And he swore that they would pay in blood. They would not get out of it this time, not so easily. And so he gathered his banners, he gathered his armies, and they marched across the fields, across the meadows, burning their dandelions as they went. They marched into Badonia. And this time the Badonians would not march upon Ryzan. No, no, no. This time the Badonians would cower behind the walls, like they made Ryzan do time and time again. This time, Ryzan marched. How close am I? Oh, wait, I know this place, I think. Here we go. Well, this is interesting. What the fuck? Anyway. Oh, fuck. Let's just, like, chill here. Yes, great idea. Okay. This is so cancer. Anyway. Let me just turn up my scoreboard. Where was it? Okay. So then the Ryzani marched across the border. This time they were not alone. Before they launched the attack, though, Geo held a speech before the assembled army. And the legend goes, it went like this. We may not be as many. We may be the attackers, and we may not be the defenders this time around. Instead, we are on the attack. But I assure each and every one of you, I have not served with finer. Drakkar from the east, Paragon from the hills of Alderash, Shiro from our sister continent, and so many others, Requiem and so many other volunteers. Oh, 1 second. This is a really long song. Okay. Today we gather here under one common goal. Make the bards pay. Pay for every lie, for every broken treaty, every dead Ryzani, every inch of Ryzani land they have ever taken, every mile. Today the Badonians pay in blood. The army screamed its applause. And but a few moments later the battle began. Paragon from the skies, Requiem, Shiro, and Drakkar from the ground. Shiro pushed into the city, and Drakkar and Paragon and Requiem fought from outside the city, and the blood ran freely that day. Bards, Razani, Paragon, Drakkar, Shiro, Lunari pirates, Therax, Aragotha, so many fell that day. The Badonians threw soldier after soldier at the attackers, but inch by bloody inch, the defenders were pushed back into the city grounds. At the end of the battle, only the attackers stood defiant on the plains before New Daraster Rock. They had won the fight. The Badonians had lost. For the first time, they had lost to those they had tried to conquer, betrayed, and lied to, then threw aside. They had thrown spite at them time and time again. Now they're getting a taste of their own medicine, you could say. Uh, Thinking them weak and less than them, but they had been shown that day Rise and rise, and friends could beat anyone given enough support. The hands could not stand against them. Badonia, with all its might and glory, could not stand against the Rajani and their friends. Uh, Ryzan stood victorious over that bloody battlefield. They had taken the bar dare and threw it right back into their faces. They had won that fight. Yeah, that's the song, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. It wasn't my best one. I know it wasn't my like greatest. I'll admit right now. Like I've done better, but it's a very long song. It's kind of hard to read, and I wanted to like get here new Astro Rock and stuff like that. So I hope you can forgive me. I saw pies here. Wait, was that pies? That wasn't pies. Who was that? They were Devander. What the fuck were they doing? I have no idea. Anyway, again, shout out to Jakar and my boys from the aquarium. Jakar especially because I told Drummond I would give him a shout out, and I always keep my words. Keep my word anyway. And they're very based, and they helped us out a lot. And oh, this light's gonna fucking kill me. And y'all are pretty based. Y'all are pretty based. And shout out to my boys from the aquarium as well, because my boy here runs that outfit. So you're pretty based. You're pretty based. Oh, the lag. This is good. Oh, so yeah, shout out to you two especially, and shout out to my boy Aaron from Paragon, because Aaron's pretty based. He's pretty based. So shout out to them folks. I would want if I were you, I wouldn't want to fight against them. Tomorrow. Drukar again, very 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 based. This doesn't seem legal actually. I don't know. That doesn't seem legal. What is this? Just basketball trip. It's not even finished. Okay. Yeah. And to end this video, we will have a little fly around over the restaurant, because fuck you, Crizzy. Your walls cannot stop the flying man. Get wrecked, nerd. But yeah, this is Bedonia City. I don't know what the fuck this is all for. This is kind of weird. Where does this go? Oh, it goes outside. Interesting. See, oh, look, I know this person. I know a Brewitt. Hello, Brewitt. I will let you get wrecked, nerd. Get wrecked, nerd. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Eh, 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 eh. Bye, nerd. Bye, nerd. He's AFK. The nerd is AFK. On God, we. Okay. I'm gonna stop now.